So, what is the #1 resource for millennials getting out of student loan and building wealth? None other than Robert's website, The College Investor. What is up, Money Tribe? Mike Damazo here, helping you make sense of dollars. How You Money is a series of interviews where we explore people's personal finance journey. What's up, everybody? I'm over here at WeWork, and we're gonna check out Robert right now. Got him in his office. What is going on?
Hey!
How are you?
What's up, guys? How you doing?
Good, good.
Good. Honestly, I've always just been passionate about money. I've been curious about it since I was a kid. I remember one of my earliest memories is when I was young, my dad had this big old computer and he would do Quicken on it. And it was like old school Quicken. And he'd have his checkbook and he'd like enter the transactions manually into this old computer. And I just remember just playing in the office as he was working, and I'd just be asking him about it and seeing and kind of learning and observing. And so that was one of my earliest kind of memories about money and tools. And like all the way through, like in middle school, I remember I would go with my mom to Costco and I would sell Snickers bars. I'd buy this like bulk pack and then I'd piecemeal them out and I'd resell them, and then I'd take my profits and I'd buy some more, candy bars, and then I would sell them again. And I would just keep doing that. So I was always about hustling, always about earning more money. And then I was really passionate about like, how can I make that money work for me? And so I remember like Share Builder, kind of dates me here, but like when I was 18 years old, I was opening a Share Builder account and I was depositing $50 a week and just seeing how that worked and learning how to invest and grow my money. So I was always passionate about earning, always passionate about watching it grow and just learning ways to make my money work for me. The #1 thing you can do is get organized and get automated with your money. So we can argue if it's causation or correlation, but I can tell you that in 10 years of helping people with their money, every single person that is failing at it is not organized with their money. They don't know what comes in, they don't know what comes out, they don't have a system to track it, and they're not using any tools to help themselves. So I'm a huge fan of using online tools like Personal Capital, Mint, Quicken to track your money. But you could use a planner, you could use a notebook, you could use a spreadsheet. There's lots of ways, like you do your own style, but you gotta get organized. You have to track your money. You have to know what's coming in, what's coming out, what you have. And then you can make great decisions with it. You can get things automated. You can have automatic savings, automatic investing, automatic bill pay. But if you're not organized to start with, like you're just gonna automate yourself into more debt. Yeah, so like one of the earliest sites that I read that really influenced me a lot was Financial Samurai. So he kind of is anonymous, but goes by Sam. And what I like about him is that he really has the mindset, at least originally, of like, how can you invest and put your money to work for you? And talked about a lot of things that a lot of other personal finance bloggers weren't talking about at the time. Today, I really enjoy like the ChooseFi community. I think it's great about this whole FIRE, Financial Independence Retire Early community and movement. And what I like about the ChooseFi community is that they're kind of like, do FIRE your way. I'm not this hardcore live on like $20,000 a year kind of guy. I do like to enjoy my lifestyle in ways that cost a lot more money than living on bread and making my own stuff and things like that. But that's my preference. I don't want to dismiss anyone else that chooses to do it their way, and that's why I like this inclusive community, because I am a big believer that the math is the math. Whatever you want to live on, whatever you want to spend, that's cool, but you just have a number, and that number is what you're trying to shoot for, and there's infinite ways to get there. One of my biggest areas of expense, I would say, is convenience. And convenience kind of gets bucketed into a lot of categories. So I spend a lot on food and dining. We don't cook a lot at home. We do some, but that also means eating out or Uber Eats or pre-done meals. But convenience can also mean other things. It could also mean travel. I Uber. I choose to rideshare everywhere. And now I would argue that the math on that could go both ways depending on what your commute looks like. It actually, for me, is cheaper than owning a car, but it's much more convenient. I would also say that, we spend on convenience in other ways. The other day I had to move a refrigerator, so I used a service called Dolly, and I had 2 guys at my house within an hour, and I paid $70 for that. And so some people might be like, well, I would never pay that, but I needed a refrigerator moved. I didn't want to lift it, and they was able to get it done very quickly. So convenience is definitely one of the areas that I spend the most money on. The best advice I ever received was save until it hurts. And what that really means is you can save more than you think you can save. And you can do that in a variety of ways. You can grow your income and then boost your savings rate. But there's a lot of things that we all spend money on that we don't even realize. And it goes back to this getting organized part. Once you're organized, you can save until it hurts. And this is cutting back on things that don't mean a lot to you. Do you need TV? Do you need to do certain things? Do you need a car? Could you ride your bike? So don't get me wrong, there's definitely ways that you can save. But here's the thing that I really like to preach about this, is save until it hurts means the most when you're 20, 21, 22, 23. This is when lifestyle inflation, I think, hits most people. You go from earning nothing to getting a job and earning something, and boom, your expenses skyrocket. And that's when they don't need to. If we could all go back and live like a college student, or live like we were a student for another 5-7 years after you graduate, man, you just set yourself up for financial success for the rest of your life. And so that's one of the things that has always been a message that I've kept close to my heart. I did it myself when I was younger, and I encourage everyone else to save until it hurts. So I'm always interested in more of the higher earners and how they money and what makes their choices of lifestyle different. I don't have a particular person. I think some of these bloggers that earn a lot, I think Financial Samurai would be a interesting one to see. I wish I could find some of these. I'm a Redditor. So the Reddit Fat Fire community, some of these people, how are they moneying is always interesting to me, because it's a very different mindset of where they're spending, where they're investing, where they're allocating their time. Because the math, like I said, the math is the math, but I'm more curious of the tools, the resources, where the time is being spent on the money, not necessarily just how it's being earned and or spent. So I run thecollegeinvestor.com, and we have a podcast and an audio show, or podcast, audio show, YouTube channel. And really, I just spend my time editing, putting all that together, creating the best content so that I can help you make better financial decisions when it comes to getting out of debt and starting to invest and build wealth. Yeah, so you can go to thecollegeinvestor.com. Or you can find us on YouTube at The College Investor, or on your favorite podcasting platform at The College Investor Audio Show.
Thank you for watching. Make sure you guys comment down below what you think of How You Money so far and any future guests that you would like to see. And lastly, don't forget to gently like that thumbs up. The YouTube algorithm likes that. And lastly, make sure you high five that subscribe. And once again, check this video right here for what YouTube is suggesting. Lastly, stay legendary, and I will see you next video.